Okay. Hello, my friends. So those who are watching this live, please let me know if this connection works, if it sounds all right, if it's all good. Here we are, Friday afternoon here in the UK, 4 o'clock, and I am absolutely blown away by the subscribers. There is about 25,000 people subscribed to Tech Notice. Now that is absolutely insane. I thought I'm maybe gonna hit 10k by the end of the year. That was my plan, but to have 25,000 people here, that is absolutely bonkers. I can see some people are tuning in here. We have that boy M here. Congratulations on the 25k. Thank you, that boy M. Joe from Family Guy, thank you very much. Gold is saying congrats. I watch too much YouTube and know a quality channel when I see one. And I look a lot of comments and I know a quality subscriber if I see one. So Gold, you are one of them. We have Gushis from the Philippines, Midnight. Dude, that is crazy. Nitrocellulose. Oh, people pick such hard names to pronounce as their usernames. But basically, why am I doing this live stream? First of all, to say absolute big thanks to everybody who have been subscribed. To me, it's honestly, I'm without words. It's just amazing. I'm really blessed and really fortunate. I'm definitely not taking this for granted. To me, that's like insane amount. I'm just thinking like it's like a football field amount of people. That's a lot of people. 370 productions. Love from India. Love from the UK. Thanks for tuning in. So basically, yeah, a very big thank you for everybody who have been subscribed. Big, massive thanks and muchas gracias. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Wait, can I do any other languages? German, danke. We can do Korean, 감사합니다. We can do Japanese, arigato gozaimasu. We can do Estonian, aitäh, suur aitäh. We can do Finnish, kiitos ihana. We can do, what else can we do? Chinese, 谢谢. Any other languages? Thank you very much, guys. We Canadians say thanks, I don't know, Hindi. Wow, multilingual. Shout out from Brazil. Wow, people tuning in from all over the world to a small little Tech Notice guy who's been making these best bang for buck videos. The most amazing thing was someone commented in Namaste. No, Namaste is not. Wait a second. Namaste. Where's that from? Is that Hindu? No. Kaupo Rohtla. I think that is Estonian. This guy must be Estonian. Kuule Kaupo, kas oled eestlane või? So I don't know if he is, but wow. How you know Estonian? Kaupo, ma olen eestlane. Wow, we have one Estonian tuned into this channel. That's absolutely insane. How's it going? I've never had Estonians really tuned into these live streams. They're usually just English people. But yeah. Kaupo was pretty blown away that I'm Estonian. I'm pretty blown away that I'm Estonian. Deguji is Czech, I think. How do you pronounce Deguji? Deguji? Deguji. Anyway. Yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, because at the moment there's been like to me, like my channel is going boom because there's so many comments on the latest videos. If we go to this there we go. The voice is back. My bad. Please, please, my bad. My bad. Forgive me. I'm back now. No sound. Can you hear it? Anyone else now? Should be back. Yeah, back fix. Sorry, I changed the scene, but I forgot to like unsee it or make it actually visible because the audio source for some. Oh wait a second, there's two. That should be better now. I think that was double audio there, but now we have the audio capture there. So let me see if it's working on this one and on this one. Yeah, perfect. I know I fixed the echo as well. Echo should be fixed now, guys. But there is a lot of interest in the AMD CPUs and things. So I thought if you guys don't have any questions, I might get some of these from here because there's so many comments. I used to be able to keep on track on the comments and answer every single comment, but oof, you guys are crazy. I can't keep up with anything. Not some of it. I'm trying to do some of it, but yeah, there's absolutely tons of you guys, especially on this best bang for buck motherboards over here. Some guy said that best bang for buck should be on a t-shirt. Can I do the poof again? What do you mean by poof? I'm a huge fan of poof. What do you mean by poof? Question mark. This is just a chill out, everybody. We can see Wayne over here. Who else is here? Hydra. We have Benjamin K here. Gushies. Gushy says, I wish I can watch a little bit more, but my mom will get angry. We love your content. Stay safe. Yeah, you don't want to make your mom angry. That is like you do the sound effect from your mouth. It's like poof, poof, poof. What's up? That's Peter McKinnon. Galaxy Note gives you the best bang for the buck. When I get around to building my next tower, wait a second, whoa, it's going I will definitely check your videos for the latest best bits to get to keep up the fantastic work. Yeah, thank you very much. Todd Gushing is here. Still on the fence with Intel and AMD when it comes to audio production. Single core performance is primary. Now, Todd, if you are familiar with the latest AMD processors, then the fortunate thing is that there is much better single core performance on the AMD than on Intel. Now, there is gigahertz on the processors, which means that you know your processor, how fast it actually works. But the thing is, how many tasks can it figure out or do within that, you know, hertz or gigahertz setting is actually very important as well. So with the latest AMD processors, we have something called instructions per clock IPC. So basically, even though AMD on the paper looks like a little bit lower on the, you know, gigahertz boost clocks or whatever, but within that boost clock, you can get so much more done with the AMD processors. So if we go and have a look at, I'm sure you guys know this already, but let's have a look. Cinebench R20 scores. Oops. CPU monkey, there we go. And we'll have here single core. Oh, there's, by the way, Cinebench launched a new, like a new test setup. So that would be interesting. So wait a second, where is our single core? R20 single core. So there we go. So basically, with the new processors like the 5950X, 5900X, and 5800X, and even 5600X are way above at anything that Intel can offer. So basically, single core can do so much more on these new AMD processors, which is absolutely fascinating. Yeah, that I love that. Hydra says, I'm Rashad saying, I'm building my first PC tomorrow. Thank you for your fantastic content. Oh, thank you very much. What PC are you building, Rashad? Tell us your specs and what you're building it for. Well, the real thing, AMD, NVIDIA, and Intel have to be competitive in the stocks because NVIDIA stocks are real low. Hydra, I'm not actually quite up to date with all the stocks and what's happening with the stocks. I would expect that AMD will have low stocks on 5000 series and Radeon 6000. Oh, you meant stocks of... Yeah, not in terms of like stocks of business, like shares, stocks and shares, but in terms of like stock of actual products. I get you. Yes, the real thing is, to be honest, can I just talk about this for a second? This is like my little rant. This is weird where our world has come to today, is that companies release or announce that, yeah, we've got a new product, this is what it is. But the thing is, the time it actually takes for you to actually buy that product from the shelf is months away. So basically, we've come to the point where Tesla is saying, yeah, we've got new cars coming out, they're coming out in 3 or 5 years. People are already buying and placing pre-orders. But now the same thing is with NVIDIA cards. There is no way where you can buy a 30 series NVIDIA card unless you buy it from some guy who's already bought loads of them and you buy it off like eBay or something, which is mental. So because of the marketing has gone so competitive, people are like pushing out that, oh, this is what we're doing, but you can't actually have the product until like months away, which is boom, mental, absolutely crazy. And Gelman, let's go back to here. Jelma Verboom says, would you recommend Ryzen 5600X or 3700X for tasks like Adobe Creative Cloud? Now, Jelma, it depends a lot on... Let me put this a little bit differently. Is that a bit better if we go like that? Yeah, come on, let's do it like that. So it depends which applications are using on Creative Cloud, Jelma, sorry. Please forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. It's... yeah, I know what it feels like because no one pronounces my name right, but I'm actually all right with it. I don't mind. Because the 5600X is actually really good on some of the photo applications, like Photoshop, fantastic, and even the... I can't remember by heart now. You should watch my latest AMD 5000 series processors released because there's a lot of good information there. But I personally would go with the 5000 series processor because your everyday tasks or most of the things that you do on your computer are not able to be multi-threaded, which means you can't utilize your loads of cores on the 3700X, which is like an 8-core CPU, right? But what you can utilize is on the 5600X, you're going to have your single core performance so much faster. So whatever task, if you open things and load the windows and, like on Chrome or other things you do, it will feel much snappier because it can do that on the single core performance. So I would personally go with the 5600X if the price is the same, but depends if you get the 3700X for a much lower price, then definitely go for this. Nitrocellulose says 5600X costs the same as the 3900X on Amazon. I know, it's crazy. But the thing is, the best bang for buck processors actually have become now the 3rd gen processors, because as the new 5000 series come into stock, the 3rd gen processors will drop in value so much. So that is going to be absolutely awesome, value for money. What do you think of the latest PS5 and Xbox tech? Martin Kershaw saying, honestly, I do zero gaming, and personally, I am zero interested in gaming. No offense, but I personally think it's a lot of sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone, but like a waste of time for me. And I don't actually like that, there's so much gaming around the world. I think this is just my rant, don't feel anyone offended by it. Sorry if you're very much into the games, but I just think, it's much nicer if people actually interact and do something else. But in this world, everyone's just in their own homes and separately, and it's all virtual. But the actual live interaction with people has gone down, and I personally blame a lot of gaming with it. So I think I'm not that much into gaming, but I love to produce like content, and the content creators, a lot of us, and trying to find the best bang for buck thing within that area. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, sorry, I'm not much into the PS5 and Xbox tech. I know that there's big releases, and it's interesting to see that finally there's these awesome things coming out, but I'm not personally very much into it. Lucas Pedro says i7 10400 versus Ryzen 5 5600X for Premiere Pro. I have absolutely there's like no competition. Definitely Ryzen 5 5600X for Premiere Pro. It will be so much better. I have a Ryzen 7 2700X on Asus B450F with an AMD RX 5700, and I've got a Series FOMO RN. What does that mean? Anyone? I don't know what FOMO means. Sorry. Do you know what it means? No one knows. Okay. Jonathan Paul Rabang says, "My man, can I get a shout out? It's my birthday." Oh, Jonathan Paul Rabang, happy birthday to you. I was gonna sing happy birthday, but no thanks. I don't have a keyboard or anything here. Would be Jonathan, happy birthday, happy birthday. Rashad says the build will contain the following. Okay, 3900X, 64 RAM, Gigabyte Vision D. Oh, dude. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful motherboard. Sabrent Rocket 4.0s. Wow. GeForce RTX 2060. Is it? Yeah. Oh, okay. 2060, not 2060 Super. 850 PSO. I'm a pro photographer. Very, very nice. That is a very good build over there. Ryzen 2700 best price core currently. Nitrous Cellulose says. To be honest, there's a lot of like questions out there for Ryzen. I've had a lot of people commenting and asking Ryzen 2700X or 2700 or 3600X, and because of the second and third gen, there is a massive jump in the actual multi-threaded performance and a single-threaded performance. So like the 3600, which is a 6-core, pulls very close to the multi-threaded performance of Ryzen 2700X. Pardon me. So I would go with the 3600 or 3600X processors, depends on the deal or whatever, because your single core performance or single thread performance is going to be much higher, which is going to impact you a lot compared to the 2700X. But if you're doing a lot of like some kind of a program that can utilize the multi-threaded performance, then I would definitely maybe consider the 2700. Definitely, maybe. Yeah, thanks for the advice. 2700, because there's more cores and more threads, so you probably can utilize that a bit more. But parts after the pandemic, because parts have come overpriced lately. Yeah, Jonathan is absolutely right. The parts are absolutely crazy these days. But you know what? Sometimes you can't wait. You need work to get done, and you need to build it regardless of what time it is. So that's that. Any Flex says, will the older gen AMD CPU get cheaper now because of the new gen? And would you recommend me waiting a bit longer and saving $800 and buying a PC in February, or saving $1,000? Or savings $1,000, I want to edit and game. I would personally, if you can wait definitely wait for at least a month. Like right now is not a very good time to buy anything because everyone's like hyping them up because none of the new stuff is in stock anywhere, and it's probably gonna be after Christmas. I'm hoping in December we can see some stuff in stock, but it looks like not. Nitrocellulose, Jonathan, but when is after pandemic? How does it even end? Yeah, that's true. I think personally this could be like the new world. You never know how this is gonna go. You know, it's very hard to produce an actual vaccine for this because the virus keeps changing and things. So this could be the new world. So worst case, get comfy and let's get used to this new world. Hydra says, I have a feeling, prediction, you're going to build the Threadripper workstation PC build in the future. If that is true, please respond. I have like some, let's say, plans, and I've already put some lists together for a Threadripper build, that Threadripper workstation builds. But the thing is, that thing costs a lot. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make these videos or buy these builds or buy these parts. Basically, so far what I've done is whatever money I'm earning from YouTube, I'm just buying the parts for a new PC to kind of keep making these videos or things like that. So some sponsors obviously help a little bit, but most of the money comes still from my pocket when building these things. NVIDIA versus AMD GPU for editing DaVinci Resolve. I'm thinking of getting the new Radeon 6800 XT, but NVIDIA drivers are usually better for editing software. Lisbon Noob. I would personally, there is no actual benchmarks out there for the AMD GPUs, but personally, I have very, very little hopes for AMD GPUs going to be very good on the editing suits, whether this is DaVinci, Premiere Pro, any of them. I don't think they're going to do very well. Here's the thing. On their actual keynote of the AMD GPU releases, they said literally 0 words about any of the professional applications. This is, I think, well, if you look at previous AMD GPUs as well, they're more like meant for gaming, and they've been utilized for gaming, and they've been built for gaming. They have not been built for the creative applications. So that's that. I have very little hopes for the AMD GPUs, so I'd personally would just look for NVIDIA, and that's what I'm doing here. And this is not just them making up, but I think this is what it's going to be. Very little hope, and seeing like some of the other professionals in the field, like Puget Bench and things, they have like very small kind of hopes for AMD being good on creative applications. So you can basically bet your money on NVIDIA, and most likely you're going to win. Just copped the 3700X plus 1660 Super for 4K editing. Very nice. That is nice. And Jonathan thinks, I'm the Philippines, and there is a super typhoon here currently storming our country. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I know, this is crazy. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law, basically they live in the Philippines. Well, sister-in-law and her husband, and they're like missionaries from the Philippines. So I know everyone's posting on my Facebook feed and things. I can see the storm. It's absolutely crazy. Hope you guys are all right over there. Mark Verona says, thank you very much for making very informative videos. They helped me a lot when I was building an edited rig. This is why I'm doing this. Nothing makes me happier to see that all the time that I've been put into figuring out what's the best bang for buck and what's the best things, that someone can like utilize that information and use it, and don't like kind of spend that much time in finding these things out and looking through this information and research. So I'm hoping that by me doing these videos, I can save loads of money for people and loads of time for people. That's why I'm doing it, and it's just makes me happy that I can help people, and by people watching my videos and buying the parts, we both help each other out, and it's a better world after all. thanks for the advice. When I'll be building my first build, that is Aniflex here, I'll definitely come back to this channel. My new PC will be way better than my MacBook Pro 2013. But it did the job. Have a good day. Oh, thanks, Aniflex. But yeah, PC hardware has come a long way since 2013. Now, I know that Apple has come out with their own like silicon and the new chip or processor basically, but I would have been very much interested if Apple, instead of going with Intel, they would have gone with like Threadripper, for example. Like if the Mac Pro lineup would have been Threadripper, oh my word, there probably would have not been anything in the PC world that could have matched that, because it's just crazy. But they're doing their own thing. Who knows? Tired of gaming the whole 5000 series, or just gaming targeted? You're very right, my friend. The 5000 series was just all about gaming, but apparently it's very good for creative applications as well. Todd is saying, will there be an update video in a month or two on the latest video when you gave your subscriber your latest build? I'm not sure what you mean. Month or two on the latest video when you gave the subscriber your latest build. Todd Cushing? Not sure what. Ah, do you mean like would we get an update from Sam about the PC? Like how did it go? How did it go? I think Sam commented on one of the latest. No, actually, on that very video, because when I published that video of him getting the PC, he had already been with the PC for like a month or something. So when he commented there, he's apparently very happy with the build. Do you recommend buying secondhand cards and CPUs? Anmol is saying. That is 50-50. So do I recommend buying secondhand cards or CPUs? Well, the thing is, when I'm making my videos, I often don't consider the actual used parts or used parts. Yeah, used parts. So used CPUs, used cards. The reason why is that if I'm going to make a video saying, oh, for this price point, you can get this like used card, the thing is that market is so unreliable, because you're not guaranteed that you're going to have this used card or these types of used parts out there. You might find something, the price goes all over the place, the quality goes all over the place. So if I'm recommending something like a used parts setup, then it's very like all over the place, if you know what I mean. That's why often my builds and things are like based on the parts I'm literally buying off Amazon. Now, a small exception is if you saw my, the orange and black beast build, which is like one of the nicest PCs I've built. It was absolutely amazing. Plus the performance was unbelievable. If Sam's watching, Sam's probably happy with it. But there was that one I bought actually a used RTX 2080 Ti Founders and edition on eBay, because when Nvidia launched their new 3000 series, then a lot of people thought that my old cards are crap, and I'm gonna just put them on sale for very low. So I got a 2080 Ti for £550, which is ridiculous. It's less than half of the retail value of the 2080 Ti, and it was very, very cheap. And for that reason, I kind of made the video and said, look, if you can jump on this train, get yourself a 2080 Ti now used somewhere when people are selling it so cheap. But now slowly, as I've seen like here in England and some other places, people have thought, wait a second, actually my 2080 Ti is pretty good and I shouldn't upgrade actually, because I'm not getting that much more for my money. But if you're buying like new or making a new system, then obviously the 30 series are no-brainer. Of course you can do that. Debo Feng says, give me the best 8-core setup, CPU and GPU. Love your content. Workstation wise, best 8-core CPU is the Ryzen 5800X. It will be absolutely unbelievable. So if you're doing video editing, photo editing, most of the things, also creative applications, it's right up there with 3900X, 3900X, 5900X, 5950X, and 3950X. So most of the times even better than the 3rd gen. So that is definitely the best one to go for. Best GPU now. The best GPU you can get is the 3090, but that is $1,500. So I'm not sure if you have that type of money. If you have that type of money, just go and buy it and don't think twice, because that is the best. If you want like the best bang for buck for your money, then I would probably go with 3080 or 3070. Depends how you want to kind of go there. 3080 if you're doing a lot of video editing and you can actually utilize a lot of the graphics card. If not so much, then 3070 is an amazing card as well. Nitrocelis says, AMD makes best CPUs, NVIDIA makes the best GPUs, Apple lets use Intel CPUs and AMD GPUs. That is funny. Well, now they have their own silicon, which is very, very promising, which is unbelievable. I don't know if you knew this, but if you know, do you know who Jonathan Morris is? He's like one of the big tech channel YouTubers. If you saw him post one of the videos, but basically, if you're not familiar with it, he took the same like a HDR, I think 10-bit 422 H.265 codec clip, and on his Mac Pro, like a 10-core Mac, like very beastie machine, right? And he put it to render out, and then he took his phone and fiddled about and tried to do exactly the same thing on his phone, and his phone finished the same thing within seconds. So the new iPhone 12 has the same like I think A12 chip inside or whatever, which is absolutely insane how Apple's made it in terms of like video encoding and decoding. That chip is amazing. The little phone, iPhone mini, 12 mini, like completed it within like seconds, but the Mac Pro took about 2.5 minutes. So that shows how powerful the M1 chip is. Talking about, you know, the M1 chip, that is awesome. Thanks, Aaron. All India TikTok star says make a video about M1 chip. So yeah, the M1 from Apple is going to be pretty amazing. What are your thoughts on the Ryzen 9 15900X? It's amazing CPU, and the interesting thing is on some of the video editing programs like Premiere Pro and even DaVinci, I think, and definitely maybe not Lightroom, but well, some of the actual features on Lightroom and then Photoshop, the 15900X is better, performs better than the 3950X, which is last gen 16 core versus 12 core. So because of just how they made the core layout, and now there's the cache in the middle, so all of the 8 cores can access the cache at the same time, 32 megabytes of cache. It's just amazing. What do you call it? Just amazing engineering. That's it. Matic says, can I use the Gigabyte P50 Vision D motherboard and the parts from the Bang for Buck beginner computer? I like the white theme better. Thanks for the video. Absolutely, you can. So I think I have the entry workstation, best Bang for Buck. Definitely, you can use all of the parts from there, but use that motherboard instead. Absolutely no problem. Is it overpowered for that system? No, not at all, actually, Matic. Because if you go with the Vision B550, the thing is, you probably don't need to change your motherboard for a very long time, because that motherboard will give you a lot of future-proofness. So you can go with whatever CPU or GPU you use, you can just slot them in there. Plus, honestly, it's just a fantastic motherboard, and I'm very excited about that. So even the 5000 series CPUs, you can put that in there later on when you think, do you know what, I need to upgrade. So this is the best motherboard to get for that. Oh, very good. Currently, I have a Potato i3 2000 Intel HD graphics. Added a cheap. Well, do you know what? A nitrocellulose, it's all right. A lot of people put the pressure on you that you need to, doing a lot of, you need to upgrade. You need to upgrade. But do you know what? The best machine you can get is the best machine you have right now. So there you go. Animal as well. i3 4th gen graphics and things like that. BMO says, hey tech. Aaron says, welcome. Jet Martin says, 65 watching and only 15 likes. Smash the like button for this great content. Thank you, Jet Martin. Yes, let's have a look. What's the like count over here? Let me just see. Do we have the likes over here? Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Likes are here. 16 likes. Come on, guys. We can do it. Coming up. Matic. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. No problem, Matic. Max says, wish I'd seen the vision board before building my new machine. I settled on the MSI A Pro. Congratulations on the 25k, by the way. Thank you very much, Max. And I'm in the same very place. I don't think the Vision D was out when I made my Mac Pro killer, which is, let me show you. Let me go full screen so you can see a bit better. Let's see if we can, that there over there, that's the Mac Pro killer over there. So I wish I knew about that motherboard when I built this one, because I probably would have gone with that one because it looks so much better and some of the features are just unbeatable, really. Okay, something like that. Okay, let's go back into this one here. That is trippy. I have 2 chats over. Let's go back to this one. Oh, how the likes doing? 21 likes. Yeah, boy. We're doing a bit better. Thank you very much, guys. Unmol. Unmol. Sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Unmol Preet. Preet. That sounds like what my dad's called. Julius Villebro. What do you think about the Ryzen 9 and Asus NVIDIA 3080 TUF combo? Let me have a look at this card now. What does it look like exactly? Asus RTX TUF. Okay, here we go. Honestly, personally, let me take this out of the way because you guys can't see. There we go. Top right. Oh yeah, I could put it on top right. Ah, wrong one. Let's do this. So the thing is, with most of the graphics card, I don't know about you, I think the graphics cards look ridiculously, like, they don't look very good. They look, I mean, it's all right, right? It's cool if you do a bit of gaming, there's cool like little strips and things. But personally, I think it's an ugly graphics card. I'm sorry, if you want to get it, sorry, it's very powerful, and if you like the design, that's it. But personally, I think, like, why is there so many things going on over here? There's GeForce RTX. Yeah, I know it's an RTX, right? So you don't have to put it over there. Don't put it there. Too much. So what is this one here? Performance mode switch, quiet mode. All right, okay. And TUF gaming over here. I mean, all right, but like NVIDIA, I think, just on their own, they did their best job at. Let me see, where is it? Here. They did the best job at like designing a card. Like, just the minimalistic design, it's absolutely fascinating how good it is. Let me get the 3080 and 3090 here as well. Like, look at these cards. They are beautiful. They have some design. These are just like especially this one. Like, what on earth is this? Let me go here. Check out this design. To me, that looks completely random. Like, okay, I get it. It looks like like something futuristic, but you know, anyway, we're talking about design opinions, so whatever. I personally like the more minimalistic design, like the Vision D, for example, and the Founders Edition cards of NVIDIA. I like them so much more. So where are we? Any rumors on when Ryzen 3 chips will come to laptops? Do you mean Ryzen 5000 series chips? I'm not sure what you mean, Jet Martin, because actually the thing is, there is already Ryzen 4000 series on the laptops. That's why AMD skipped 4000 series on the desktop and went 5000 series, because then it makes sense that, you know, 4000 series are in laptops and 5000 series are on desktops. But I can see, yes, you meant 5000. When will they come to the laptops? To be honest, I don't know. They will definitely refresh their laptops at some point, but at the moment, even the 4000 series, what they have on the laptops, are outperforming a lot of Intel laptops. So it's amazing what they have done. So I think it will take some time when they actually refresh that, because there's just laptops coming out and being on stock everywhere with the 4000 series Ryzen chips. So I think it will take probably about, give it 6 months, I'd say, at least, when it comes on laptops. What's the difference, Jonathan saying, what's the difference of the 3080 from different brands? Now that is a very good question. And I personally had the question as well. Like, you look at, like, let's have a look. If I can, wait a second, I'll go Amazon on, where is this? Oh, there we go. So if I go to RTX 2080 here, let's go 20 series, because I know these guys are in stock, right? We have a 2080 Super, right? Look, there's 100 and almost 100 pounds difference over here. So what on earth is the difference? Like, how come? What's the difference between the cards? So basically, they're like, graphics cards are basically like little computers, right? Because they have like RAM, they have processor units. You put like their own power onto it, and they have RAM. You know, all that type of thing is going on, and then they have tensor cores, RTX cores, and then sometimes you have video encoding cores and all that type of stuff. So basically, the difference is that some cards have a better cooling performance, or better heat sinks, so which means it runs lower temperatures, which gives you higher boost clocks. So the card can be boosted higher, or sometimes it's been overclocked by the manufacturer, whether it's, you know, EVGA or MSI or things like that. They're boosted, you know, a bit higher or lower. In terms of workstation applications, personally, I think there is not a big difference, because we're talking about like frame rates in the games that can, you know, go there and back. But personally, I don't think there is much difference on the workstation applications. I would just go with pretty much the cheapest one if you want to go. But yeah, that's where I am at now. I'm happy to be proven wrong and like to be educated otherwise, but this is where I am at so far. Where I'm thinking. Also, you pay for the design. You know, like 3 fans and RGB versus not much RGB on this one. So that's the difference. I bet this one is even cheaper. See, that one's even cheaper. Oh well, that's 2070 Evo. So yeah, basically you're paying for the cooler performance. Let's see how we're doing on the likes over here. Where are we? Live stream. 21 likes, 26 likes. Yes, getting there. Lucas Pedroso is saying, wait a second. Before we go any further, can I just say thank you again for everyone for 25,000 subscribers. That's insane. I'm very grateful for all of you. Thank you very much, people. So there we go. Ryzen 5 5600 plus 22 Super is a good combination for Premiere Pro with motherboard. Which motherboard should I get? Yes, Lucas, that looks like a very good combo for Premiere Pro. Now, there is one thing that I've recently just discovered, and it's a bit new thing for me, and I need to be looking more into it. But basically, your monitors. Now, please, anyone who knows this a bit more, I think your graphics card, when you run a lot of monitors on it, your monitors can actually kind of, how do I say, underperform your GPU, because while it's doing like the work of, figuring out the graphics effects or lumetri color on Premiere Pro, for example, if you're video editing, at the same time it's running your monitors. So I have a 4K display over here, and I have a two full HD displays flipped on portrait mode on both sides, because I just like a lot of estate. I don't like things being behind each other. So they are like dead cheap monitors over there, and they're not color accurate. They're horrendous, But the point of these is that I'm just having a lot of estate. So all like my folders of the project are on this side, and then all like some effects like lumetri panel and lumetri scopes are on this side. And then I have a lot, like a large monitor of a lot of estate where I can see a lot of timeline. I have effects controls, and I can see the footage. That's like a best and fastest way of editing. But I've found that that's why my 2060 Super is actually struggling there, because it's running 3 monitors while trying to play back the video. And I realized this because when I was when I did the orange and black PC build over there, and I had the same processor, 3950X, and the playback and how the timeline worked was so much smoother, and I was like, what is going on? And then I realized when I was trying it, obviously I had just one full HD monitor, and then I thought, okay, and then someone commented this as well, so I'm yet to test it. I haven't tested yet, but that is very something that you should be looking into. If you have a lot of monitors or a 4K monitor, then you might be wanting to think, okay, maybe I'll go for a little bit higher GPU so that I have a little bit more like what do you call it, like a headroom over there. Also, sorry for the rent over here. Let me go full screen for a second. Since I made my video about the 3080 and 3090 on Premiere Pro has actually updated their version. So now I think it's 14.5 or 14.4. What has happened that now you can have your GPU also decode the video as well as encode. So now it can do both, which means that it's going to use the GPU when playing back or timeline performance. So now timeline performance is also affected by the GPU. So previously when you went with Intel processors had something called iGPU. So there's a little processor built into the processor as well as dedicated graphics, but that little processor, graphics processor inside the processor, little graphics processor inside the processor, what that was able to do was just encode and decode H.264 and H.265, which means that your playback time on the timeline is very, very fast. That's basically what Intel QuickSync was. But now your GPU can do that. So now basically there's no reason or no big advantage in editing programs to go with Intel, because I haven't talked so much in my life. I've probably used all the words I have for today. So that's why now there's no real actual advantage of going Intel instead of AMD, because what AMD can do for you is give you massive CPU performance, because the CPUs on their own are better, single core and multi-thread performance. And now the GPU can, replace the iGPU or QuickSync that you had on Intel. So now it's really hard to justify Intel. There are some cases and for some reasons where you should be going Intel, I think, but there's some real reasons why you should go AMD now. Whew, let me see some of the comments now. I've been left behind. The vision board gives me hope that future parts will look less gamey and more professional. I am 100% agreeing with you there, Mark. The vision boards, and I can see a lot of things coming out where they've realized, wait a second, there's heck a lot of people who like just creating things, right? There's suddenly in all the like companies, they have something called like a creators parts, like MSI has their creator series. Asus has their Pro Art series, which is all about creators and professional applications. We have Gigabyte now with their Vision D and that, and other companies as well, the same coming out very much. Julius, I live in Denmark. You can't buy the NVIDIA versions here. Julius, don't feel bad. No one can buy any of the cards anywhere. They're all out of stock from everywhere. Aaron agrees with Vision D. So I'm just going to keep it open for another 8 minutes. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm going to, 8 minutes to go. Because I don't want it to be too long. And, I've got kids downstairs and I promised that it's Friday, so it's movie night and we're going to get a little pizza for them. And they're probably waiting, where's Daddy coming down? Daddy, can you come down? It's movie night time. So I have to think about these guys over there as well. Unmol says, I think AMD RX series have outpowered the RTX series, and I also have heard news about AMD 6000 CPUs and 7000 GPUs. Anything to say about that? Have outpowered the RTX 30 series. Now, like I mentioned before, that is only in gaming. I think AMD will offer you more bang for buck or performance for value when you go for the 6000 series graphics cards. In terms of professional applications, I would stay away. 6000 CPUs, yes, we know that AMD is working on their 5 nanometer processor. At the moment, there is 7 nanometer transistors inside. So now the 5 nanometer ones are coming out probably, I think I saw the news, it was not 21, but 22, maybe. So who knows? What CPU and GPU would you recommend for video editing and virtual production? By the way, I'm currently saving my money to buy a workstation PC because the pandemic limited supply and expensive. So depends what is your budget. If you want like an entry one or where you set head off is, I would actually go with 3rd gen Ryzen. Like the Ryzen 3900X is fantastic. 12 core processor will blow your mind. In terms of GPU, try to go for the 3070. That's going to be like the best bang for buck for your build. So we'll see Ryzen 3 5000 base chips on laptops. Yes, we might see in the summer before. We might see the laptops. Sorry, that was about the laptop thread. You deserve more than 25k. Oh, bless you. That's very kind. I honestly feel so honored and so blessed that I do have 25,000k. It blows my mind. So I'm a bit like, what do you call it? Like, yeah, just very honored and blessed that I have 25,000 subscribers. It's insane. It's insane. Because the number is like, all right, the number, but when I'm starting to think about how would 25,000 people look like? Whew, crazy. Iris Sfafikanos, I think he must be Greek. Please tell me if I'm wrong, but looks like a Greek name. I just received my PC in which I put the i9. Do you think I made a mistake? Given that the new AMD series of processors is much stronger, I'll use it for Premiere Pro, YouTube videos, and Zoom. Honestly, Aris, don't feel bad that you did that. A lot of people are like, oh no, I made a mistake. I went Intel instead of AMD. Don't worry about it. What you went for is the best what you can get, and you just work on it and put your focus on getting the best content out there and working on it, working your things and creating things. Don't worry about what you did, because you've got an iGPU over there, so your timeline performance will be very similar to AMD. We're talking about very like marginal increase over here, right? But if you're building a new system and you know the information now, then it's worth going with AMD. But if you have the i9, just go for it, right? Just absolutely run that system down until, it can't edit anything, and then think about the next time. Let your focus be on creating the things and things, because there's so much tech coming out. There's like this temptation. I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade. Your system's fine. Hi, it's your local army blink. That sounded funny. Julius says, what specs does your PC have? If you have seen my Mac Pro Killer build, then this is what I have over here. I have added some SSDs, but some SSDs and hard drives, but it's the same. But I upgraded the processor to 3950X. 6400, very good RAM, temporary 60 until 30 is back in stock, and 1 terabyte SSD. That is a very good setup, mate. There's nothing wrong there. But there is still a reason to go NVIDIA over AMD though. In the build I made, I did go for the RX because the RX on paper is just a little bit slower than the Super. Sorry, Max, I'm a little bit lost over here. You're probably replying to something that I said, but I've talked so much, I've confused myself. But yeah, if gaming and workstation applications, like, again, completely different things when going with GPUs. Julius Patel says, what the heck? I'm watching the stream in full screen and I hear my name. Yo! Blash, can you check out MSI Mag X570 motherboard? What do you think of it? Is it worth buying? Let's have a look. I think I've seen it actually. So, first of all, X570 chipset, very good. What do we have? We have Wi-Fi for £200. Oh, there's actually a cashback deal as well. Okay, let's see how much it is on Amazon. Mag X570. I don't think I can see it in stock. So let's go back over here. Oh, wait a second. Did you say Mag Tomahawk? Do you mean Mag Tomahawk? Is that the one you want? Is that one you want? Yes, I accept the cookies. Mystic Light ATX DDR up to, let's have a look. 202 slots, fantastic. Loads of upgrades on SATA SSDs over here. USB-C front panel, very good. What else do we have? This connector. I hate when they put the connectors over here because it's so much. It's hard to connect them on the side over here. If it's on the side over here, like, it's a bit better, but it's a bit hard connecting it over here. But it's possible. I just when I connected mine, I actually bent one of the pins, and I had to use pliers to like bend it back straight. Okay, we have this for the CPU. This one, what's the IO like? Okay, there are some good USB ports. We have Type-C, 2.5 gig LAN. It's all right. Wi-Fi. It's a very good board for the price, honestly. Depends what you want it for. For extra 50 quid, you could get the Vision D. If you went with, like, if you want for a creators board, whatever. Top chat to live chat. Okay. Where is the live chat? Oh, sorry. I didn't know there was even a difference. Top chat and live chat, and potential spam might not be visible. Okay, Mark Verona says, thank you very much again for sharing your knowledge. You help a lot of people. Just keep them going. We'll still be here when you reach 10 million subs. Whew. That scares me, because I don't know, if 10 million people are watching, that literally scares me. Yeah, YouTube, Rajveer. Do you think that the Sony a6000 is still viable now? Absolutely. Like, I think this time a lot of people think, oh, I shouldn't, I need to buy these cameras to get some really good footage and to be, you know, able to do stuff. But I think it's definitely viable. What I would go though is A6300, because then you have a bit more options, or A6500 if you can. How much is an A6000 at the moment? Depends if you want it for photo or video. Let me have a look. Okay, about 500 quid for that amount. Yeah, it's all right. Soil and Margaritas. I have been following you for a while now. You deserve 250,000 more. Ah, that is very kind of you. You just up twice as high because I'm out buying Christmas decor. Wow, are people already buying Christmas shopping? Crazy. How I'm Greek indeed. See, I got it right. Charles Chunston says, just want to say, I built the Ryzen 7 based using best bang for buck description from a month or so ago. Oh, thank you very much if you guys used the links in the description of the videos, because that actually helps me keep this channel going, and that's how I'm earning my living. By if you buy anything or things that I'm saying, oh, this or that, or even if you click on the things, my cookies will come into your computer, and then I will get a commission even on Amazon. You know, if you buy like shaving foam or deodorant or toilet roll, and I'm getting a commission of it. It's so small, like 10 pence or whatever. No extra cost to you, by the way, but helps me to keep going. Track you for your practical guidance. Oh, thank you, Charles, for being here. From Mars says, what PSU you think will last me 5 years at least? 5800X and 6800. I'd probably go 850. There you go. Quick answer. Paula Rock says, hi. Ignacio says, but 1 minute rated. It was a nice stream. Okay. Oh, wow. It's 3 minutes past. Okay, that's it. I'm going to answer these and then I'm going to go. What is this? Let me take this. Hello? That's him speaking. Let me take the audio. These guys, do you get these calls? Oh, I'm calling regards the accidents you've had. I haven't had any accidents. Can you look at the ASRock B450M Pro 4, please? Is it worth buying for a 650 gaming? I thought just the motherboard is that expensive. Yeah, definitely. It is definitely worth it. B450 is a solid board. If you want to get going on the AM4 system, absolutely go for it. We've got 4 of these. The VRAM is not very cool, very much. Don't do any overclocking with it, but it's a fine board, definitely. How much is it? 79. Have a look at some gigabyte options as well, because I think for $3 more you can get what's it called over here? Let me have a look. I think what I mean is Aorus B450. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. For 82, so that is £3 more. And what you get for it is more PCIe slots over here. What do we have on the side over here? Let's compare these two. I think the AO, okay, there's USB-C here. There's no USB-C here, but there's another option over here. Anyway, if you want to go with it, no problem. I think this one has a better VRAM cooling over here, but there you go. Here's an option. Rocking the Lumix HG, fantastic camera, but you have to live without autofocus. Oh yeah, that's true. Panasonic, unfortunately, is without autofocus, but it's alright. NVIDIA is no longer selling the Founders Edition graphics card via online store. Instead, both cards will be sold by Best Buy for US users. NVIDIA said, yeah, that's true. What's up, dude? Dexista says, what's up, you? Have fun at movie night with the kids. Thanks again. John, hi, Lauri. Great stream. Hi, John. I didn't know his name was Lauri. Animal, yeah, that's my name. My name is Lauri. Bongo says, congrats on the 25k. Your content is very well made and very helpful. Keep going. Wish much more for you. Unique name. Hey guys. Hey Levente. Hello. I hope you see this message. Hope the stream is not gonna end now. I need a B4 board, not a normal motherboard. Ah, yeah, definitely go with the ASRock then if you need that one. But anyway, okay guys, I'm gonna end this live stream over here. The kids are waiting for me downstairs. Once more, can I please say thank you everybody for 25,000 views. Sorry, subscribers. Well, I've spoken too long. 25,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing, and just honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, if any of you are in England, you know, and want a PC building or anything like that, feel free to email me. We'll sort you out or things like that. But yeah, say again. The likes, yeah. Aaron's saying look at the likes for the last time. Let's have a look at the likes. What are we doing here? 42 likes. Wow, thank you guys. What? There's only there's 2,300 people playback time. Crazy people, crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Thank you everybody for tuning in. You're absolutely amazing, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye. Fade to black.